Hello everyone. Okay, this is my now second attempt at this video. First one was very rudely interrupted by a massive coughing fit, so I'm hoping it doesn't repeat itself so that I won't have to remove the video. Okay, so welcome to the channel and welcome to the Celtic cross spread for the week from the 9th to the 15th of April. And because I realized that my shuffling is extremely loud on the videos, not to be off-putting, I have decided to shuffle off-screen just so that I can save you from the trauma. Okay, so without further ado, let us begin. So, the heart of the matter for this week, we have the world, accompanied by the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So, the world is all about completion of major life cycles, almost like personal evolution. It can also be about long overseas trips. Maybe you have to make a decision about one. Maybe you're planning a holiday and you don't know where to go, but you know you want to go somewhere far away and just forget the world that you know as your everyday. Who knows? But this is the heart of the matter. And the Nine of Pentacles in reverse is about self-love, self-appreciation, noticing how far you've come. And realizing how much you've evolved as a person. Nine of Cups in the upright is usually about the happily single, prosperous, and abundant person. But being in the reverse, I think this is more clarifying that it is about giving yourself a pat in the back and saying, hey, you know what? I have come a long way. I have achieved a lot. I have evolved as a person. And I deserve some sort of a little reward or, a little pat on the back, even if it is just from myself. Okay, excuse me. Okay, moving on so that I don't cough in the middle of this. All right, the challenges and obstacles. We have the Three of Wands accompanied by the Ace of Cups. So to me, this is basically saying our challenges and obstacles are realizing that we have come a long way. We have changed a lot. Now we just need to wait for the world around us to change a little. And Ace of Cups is all about, your life overflowing with love. The punchline for it is my cup runneth over, and it's all about love. Cups are always about love and emotion. So, a sense of self-worth, self-love, self-appreciation even. It is really the challenge or obstacle is sort of realizing how far you've come and giving yourself the credit that you deserve for how far you have come. Now, the foundation of the reading, which is basically... how to put it, your worries or your desires, basically. Okay, I really don't see how these are worries or desires. Well, I can understand how it's a desire, but not a worry. The sun is all about new beginnings. You see this little kid, he's just there in all his glory, naked even, on a horse's back, off on an adventure. It's almost as if, we have come a long way. We've realized how far we've come and changed and evolved and how much healing and evolution we've done. And we're ready for a new adventure, ready to see what life has to offer us now that we've come so far. And that's clarified by the Lovers. So, I think some of us are in waiting for the love of our lives to come back, in a sense. I know there's certain populations of the world that are in that kind of scenario. And yeah, that is a little the energy. It's almost as if we're waiting for something to happen. And we're excited about the next chapter in our lives, but we just don't know what exactly it might involve. It's an interesting energy for our worries and desires. So moving on, in our recent past, we have the Three of Pentacles. And when I tried to get a clarifier for this, I actually got two. So Three of Pentacles is usually about recognition. So what I was saying about, giving yourself a pat on the back, realizing how far you've come, this kind of sums it up. It's recognizing your own achievements, even if it's not just you recognizing it, it's other people recognizing it. See in the card, there's people standing around, they're discussing the wonderful evolution and achievements of a certain person. And when I tried to clarify it, I got the Star and the Knight of Pentacles. So the Star is about healing, and it's also about, you're wishing upon a star and having your wish granted. So having come this far, realizing how much you've healed and evolved and grown as a person, that really is a beautiful thing. And also the Knight of Pentacles. Knight is a very slow moving process, long-term investments, long-term efforts. Also about all about money in the material world and financial things like that. So maybe some of us were doing long-term studies and it's coming to a close, or we've made some great achievements and gone, hey, you know what, I actually have a brain, I can do this is awesome. I'm sort of getting that kind of feeling from it. All right, so moving on to what's crowning the reading are our hopes, dreams, and best possible outcome. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So that is all about patience, about, waiting for the fruits of the trees, plants, whatever you want to say that you've planted. So waiting for things to actually eventuate. So realizing that you've done what you had to do. Now it's time for the universe to get involved and do what it's got to do. But when I clarified it, I kind of elaborated a lot more, because it's almost as if we're waiting for justice so that we can move forward. Waiting for the scales to be balanced, waiting for what's only fair in how much change that we've done, in a sense. Like, saying to the universe, hey, I have progressed up the ladder of self-mastery and self-evolution and spiritual progress. Now give me what I deserve. So waiting for justice and waiting for forward movement. The Chariot is about forward movement, and faith is very important in that, because in the traditional Chariot card, there are no reins on the horses. In this one, there are, but there's no one driving it. So it's almost as if the horses know where they're going by themselves. And same with the traditional set. It is all about having faith and moving forward in faith, but moving forward very, very fast. So yes, you might be feeling a little bit stagnant at the moment, a little bit as if, you've come so far, you've done so much, but now you're sitting there waiting for your dessert, and all you can hear is crickets. I can understand that feeling. It does get like that sometimes. Yeah, and this is just for the week of the 9th to the 15th of April. So in a sense, it's a good thing, because we've got a limited time frame for it. And so this is all the energies of next week, yeah? Okay, so in our most likely next steps, or the advice, what is most important? The Ace of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Well, that's the clarifier. So Ace of Wands, it's about divinely inspired action. Wands is, very passionate suit. It's fire signs. It's also about taking action. But as you can see here, there's the little leaves on the one. There's also these little things called fods. It's all about growth, spiritual growth, personal growth, emotional growth, whatever it is. If you've been healing, there's a lot of emotional growth that comes from that. We all have an inner child. We all heal that inner child, and we move forward a lot better off for it, basically. So our next steps is to take action and just follow our passions. And that's clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is about, as you can see in this one, it's so perfectly depicted. Like, the Wheel of Fortune moves, not seeing who is what is fair is going to happen. So who was once on top may not always stay on top. So if you've been feeling oppressed or anything like that, having faith in the universe that justice will be served and things will work out the way they should. If you do the right things, if you put the right energy out into the world and into the people around you, then you'll get your just desserts, or your karma, I guess, your positive karma, let's say. Because people generally relate karma to a negative thing, but it's the law of cause and effect. What you put out into the universe, you get back. That's as simple as that. So it's not actually a negative thing, is it? Okay, so how we're approaching the situation. The Magician, clarified by the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So it's almost as if we have recognized our own manifestation abilities, and we are working on it. We've realized that if we carry the emotion of having achieved our goals, the things that we set out to have in our lives, that we can actually attune ourselves to that energy and magnetize it to ourselves. And it is, the Three of Pentacles is about recognition. So recognizing that the strength and the abilities within yourself to be able to do that. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And that is how we approach the situation. So it's kind of like we're really standing in our power, and we have a new sense of knowing ourselves on a very deep soul level. It's a beautiful thing. Then in our environment, we have the Ace of Swords. So this is going to be a very intense week energy-wise, people, because there's like 3 aces from 2 different decks here. I've just realized that. So we've got like Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. And they're all in different positions, which is good. But yeah, it's going to be a very interesting energy week, I can say that. Okay, so the Ace of Swords is about divinely guided truth. Are we sort of really taking a good look at ourselves in the mirror and seeing ourselves for who and what we truly are, and not lying to ourselves about what our motives are in life and what we want? Being honest with yourself, there's nothing wrong with that. Just own what you have within your heart, basically. There's no such thing as bad. It's all about perspective. If you want to achieve something for yourself because it's going to improve your life and make things better, as long as you have no intention to cause harm to another person, there is nothing wrong with that. Being well off financially, just because there are some people that are well off financially and they're evil little tyrants, doesn't mean that you are going to be. There have been such types in the world, and so I can understand how it can obscure our vision, but you know who you are at heart and what kind of person you are and what your values are, and you're not going to end up the same way as them, so nothing wrong with that. And also in our environment, we are celebrating our own accomplishments and how far we've come, because the Three of Cups is here. Three of Cups is usually about celebrations. It can be about three-party situations, which I don't really feel that way right now. Although this is a very general reading for however many people actually out there do get to see it. So it is possible that some of us are going to have some unpleasant realizations. Three of Cups accompanied by the Ace of Swords. Yeah, you could be finding out some things in your coming week that might hurt you a little bit. But remember, one thing is, once you go through the pain, not around it, you come out in a massive stage of healing. And once you rebuild yourself from whatever may have hurt you, you become 10 times stronger than the thing that actually hurt you. Tried and tested. Believe me. Okay. So in our hopes and fears for this week, I actually had 4 cards come out, and I had to double check that with my pendulum, and I got a yes for every single one of them. So I'll just move on to them one at a time. So we've got the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is someone who's actually been a bit hurt, and she can be very straightforward. Emotions don't come into play. She just tells it like it is. She doesn't get emotional. She doesn't overanalyze or read. Excuse me. Okay, I'm going to try and do this really quickly without choking to death on you. Sorry, guys. Okay, then we have the Hermit. So, this being in hopes and fears, it's almost as if we're fearing going into isolation and self-reflection. There is nothing wrong with self-reflection, as long as you can meet even your own shadow side with compassion and love. That's really important, guys. Okay. And then so sorry. Okay. Then we've got the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is about unexpected outside help. So it's almost as if we tell the truth and speak from the heart, tell it like it is, don't judge ourselves or anybody else, we will have the courage and the divine assistance that we need to move forward. It's really beautiful. Okay, sorry guys. And then, final one for hopes and fears, the Moon. The Moon is about things that are unseen, things that are being kept from us, that are hidden by the darkness of the Moon. But you realize, the Moon comes up, so does the Sun. Things will move, things will evolve. Whatever is unseen will come out. Okay, so moving on to the final outcome. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cards. And you'll have to place this where it fits. Because the first one, sorry guys, is the Death card. Death card is about transformations. It's about one thing ending and a new thing beginning. So it's almost like shedding your old skin, forgetting the old you, embracing the new you and the new improved you. Also, we have, it's almost as if to say, once you do shed the old you and you transform into the new you, you're going to come into balance and harmony with your own masculine and feminine side, or you might come into reunion with somebody that you lost. And this doesn't have to be a love partner, but it can be. And in this case, I would say, yeah, it would be, purely because it is accompanied by the 10 of Pentacles. It's almost as if you go through your soul's death and rebirth, then you come into a different appreciation for yourself as who you are. And then you reunite with the love of your life, the one that was made for you and born here for you. And then you get to live happily ever after and build your pentacles and make a long, build your empire together, basically, and grow old together and do the things that most people would like to do. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful reading. For this reading, I do actually have some oracle cards. I will try to read them to you before I choke to death. I really apologize about this ridiculous coughing fit I'm having at the moment. I have been sick for the last week, so that might explain it. Okay, so we had some angel answer cards. So if there's something that you've been wondering about, there's 3 advice cards here. There is look for a sign, because if there's something you're trying to manifest or something you've been asking the universe for, and you know you deserve it because you've worked hard and you've done the right things, look for a sign, because success is on its way. Okay, because, yeah, oops, sorry, if you can see that, yeah. Okay, so success is the second one. And then we have don't stop. Whatever it is that you've been doing, keep doing it. Keep meditating. Keep working on yourself. Keep evolving and becoming the better version of you, because there is no stopping that. We can always be better than what we were yesterday. Wow. Sorry, guys. I'm so not doing the next one until I stop coughing. All right, and then the angels have given us 4 guidance cards, all right? So we've got giving and receiving. It says the entire universe operates in cycles, similar to your inhalations and exhalations. When you only exhale, in brackets give, or only inhale, in brackets receive, you become out of rhythm with the universe. For optimal health, energy, and replenishment, balance each inhalation in your life with an exhalation. Very well said. One sec, guys. Thank you for that. I'm so grateful for that mute button. You did not need to hear that. Okay, so moving on. We also have change in direction. It says, the changes you are experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and our guidance. You are protected now and in the future. So follow your path to the happy outcomes you deserve. As I said, we've been working on ourselves. We've been improving. We've been healing our inner child issues and things like that. So really, it is almost as if saying to the universe, hey, you know what? It's good. I was born for this. I can handle it no matter what you throw at me. I'll work through it. I'll come out the other end 10 times better. And then the universe will reward you. So the next angel card we have, which I'm not sure if you can see there, it's called Listen. It's a beautiful angel there. Just going, shh, quiet your mind, my friend, quiet your mind. So it's, oh, funny I said that. It says, quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desires and manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. Listen. Well said, angels. Well said. Okay. And the last one is called Child. Interesting. I was talking about the inner child earlier. So we've got, you care deeply about children and they readily respond to your love. All children, including your own inner child, require love, affection, and attention. We can clear and open your heart and schedule so that you can give more time and energy to the children who need you. And that includes your inner child. Wow, okay. I absolutely love how every time I do a reading, the messages in the actual cards get reconfirmed by the oracle messages that I get. So I did actually pull 2 for this week, Wisdom of the Oracle cards. And as always, they are absolutely gorgeous. So the first one is Time for a Nap. I'm not sure if you can actually see this very well, but I'll try and show you without reflection. So it's like the moon having a nap, the crescent moon. It's a beautiful card. Okay, so that's number 24. I should put that there and I'll read it to you in a sec. And we also have Exchanging Gifts. And they're both in the upright, so that's excellent because there's the main message only. So, number 24. So sorry, guys. I know you really don't need to hear me choking. Okay, so the essential message for Time for a Nap is rest, rejuvenation, and renewal, temporary non-action, allowing dreams to arise. The oracle's message is that this is a time to step away and rest. Let the cares of your world go. Go into a state of non-action and allow yourself to be free of the shackles of your goals, your lists, your desires. Nothing is as important as rest, detachment, and neutrality. The overly busy mind can block you from inner wisdom if you don't step back, take a seat, and rest. Be willing to let dreams surface and ideas flow through you. Absent any force or conscious direction, as you observe without engagement now. Interesting. It's almost as if take a chill pill, because the universe is doing its thing, and the Seven of Pentacles, just waiting for the right things to happen. Well, having the patience for the universe to work in the background. Okay, so Exchanging Gifts says, the law of giving and receiving, currency, trade-offs, weighing costs, and determining value. The oracle's message is, you are entering into a productive and enriching time when all manner of opportunities are being offered to you. You have everything you need to seize them, yet in order to honor them, you must put in the time. Exchange your experience and skills and commit heart and soul to what you are choosing to pursue. You can do it. You have what it takes to be successful if you align with the law of giving and receiving. You must engage in a dance of give and take, push and pull, doing, being. If you let fear guide your choices, you could deplete yourself or create an imbalance. This is not a time to just do. Use your currency wisely and be mindful of the value others bring to your life. Wow. I love the messages in Wisdom of the Oracle, as always. This is reading done in record time. All right. Thank you, people. Hope you enjoyed it. I will be back when I can stop coughing like a crazy person. And I shall do the other reading for this week. Thank you. Bye.